first of all, where'd you get that?
Simple Seattle. Check them out. Really good stuff there.
Last year games with the sack. What's clicking right now with you?
Just honestly, just figuring out what my game is right now. You know, understanding that every situation, every position you go against, tackles, they're all different. So just preparing myself and really knowing that in the league now what's going to happen. And the biggest thing is understanding like what I have done is one thing, but I have to prepare to continue and trying to maintain this stride that I have right now.
Are you seeing more attention with chips and stuff, attention to how they would?
Yeah, definitely. There's a little bit of difference. You know, you have to prepare on how to play off of the chips and how to put yourself in a position to still be effective, you know, regardless of the chips, regardless of the ways they may use to nullify your pass rush.
Sack and 8 tackles for you, but quarterback heads. Darrell Taylor had the sack play. Do you feel like you all kind of collectively have to step up with Uchenna out?
I mean, we definitely do. I mean, he was a big part of our defense. You know, there's a reason that he was that guy for us. And it's not even just how he played. It's also the mentality he had and the mental aspect of the game. You know, being out there with him, he's one of those people that can give you tips and tendencies. So just being out there with him was easy. And now we just have to find a way to step up as a whole group and figuring out how we're going to adjust our roles and make sure that we can be those players.
Wins are wins in this league, but how does that getting a victory against a team like that you know is going to play smash mouth football and they're going to play physical, how does a win like that stack up when you're trying to position yourself to be able to make noise in the NFC, in the division?
I mean, it's a big one. We always told ourselves, especially, you know, as of last year, we wanted to improve our run game. And knowing what type of team this was and what type of team they'd be bringing in here, we had to be prepared, for the run game. And that's one thing that they strive on, and that's one thing they've been have success on. So we had to figure out a way to nullify that and get into our type of game. And I feel as if we had the opportunity to do that in the game. And, you know, really, they had some runs that got on us, but just for the most part, we actually had held them down to, I feel, a really good number.
The standard of getting 3 turnovers, how often is Clint enforcing that every day?
Yeah, 100%.
What feels different for you this season compared to last season? We hear about guys, making second-year jumps for whatever reason. What do you think it is that's clicking for you right now?
I mean, as of last year, it was one thing, I was a rookie coming in, understanding the game, and then all of a sudden, you go into your second year, you have a plan, you have a whole off season. Now I know what to expect, and now I know how much time I have to prepare. So honestly, going into from last season to this season, I took that time to really reflect on my game, reflect on what things I need to, how to get comfortable out there. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've noticed. Definitely the biggest thing for me is that the comfortability when I'm on the field. All of a sudden you hit an inside move, and then boo, you're there at the quarterback.
And with Nwosu going down, do you feel like you sort of have to step up to pick up some of that slack?
I mean, it's as a group we have to. You know what I'm saying? Once we lose somebody as a group, we have to understand that roles are different and situations are different. So there's, he was a big, like I said, a big factor. So have to be able to step up as a whole group. It's not just one player taking on the whole role. We have Darrell Taylor, we have Derek Hall. Derek Taylor is actually stepping into his role, and he's really stepping up. He had another sack today. So as a group, we have to pick up and make sure that we can uphold our end of the deal.
When you're comfortable out there, just going back a moment there, are you then less thinking about the play and just reacting and making the play?
Yeah, definitely. When you can see things, you kind of, football's one of those things where it's art, you know what I'm saying? There's certain movements and certain things that have to happen in a play. And when you see it, you kind of can see the play unfold before it happens.
All right, thank you, sir.